Look at me, yeah, yeah. Remember when they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself, you can't look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Yeah. Look at me.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Today, we're about to be heading over to Hexa, and I'm about to let you guys know exactly what went wrong with the 2JZ, because I found out why that thing blew up. I actually have some parts that I need to drop off next door to Brett. We got the witness tray for the new 402 that we're building, and some new plugs. I think this is all he needed to finish buttoning this thing up so he can get the pan and everything on. And then I want to say probably this weekend the 402 should be in the C5. But my bad, Bob, I didn't slap Bob all on his shoulder. But I do have the reasoning behind the 2JZ failure. And the reasoning behind it is so fucking shitty and stupid. It's a very stupid reason that, slap Bob again, that I literally just lost like a $15,000 motor. So, yeah, I'll explain that in a little bit, but it is the dumbest reason ever. But once we get there, I'll show you guys what happened. Stupid, bruh. So stupid. What should we take today? Should we take the FDZ or the Vet? FDZ, Vet. Nah, we taking the Vet. It's more comfortable. Alright, just pulling up the Hexa. So are y'all ready to find out the truth about what happened to the 2JZ and why it started knocking? Alright, so here's an update on the JZ. I figured out why it blew up. So, had them drain the oil. Once they drained the oil looked super, like it looked super metallic-y. So, out of curiosity, I told them, yo, pull these valve covers for me real quick. The moment they pulled the valve covers, it was clear as day what happened to this motor, man. This motor blew up because these valve covers were powder coated. If you guys notice, I don't have any valve covers on any of my cars that are powder coated for this particular reason. I knew about this, and I told him when he wanted to powder coat these, he wanted to powder coat the valve covers to match the intake manifold. That way the engine looked good and presentable. And I told him that's all fine and dandy, but if you're going to powder coat these valve covers, make sure you do it the proper way, which would be to pull, once you pull them out, you drill out the factory rivets on there, and you pull these baffles and everything out. That way they can be properly cleaned. I asked him when he was powder coated if he did it. He said yes, they did. He cleaned them, blah blah blah. And when I got these back, obviously the motor was 100% sealed up, so we didn't have to go back in there to do anything. And yeah, as y'all seen from the video, this thing just started knocking on the dyno. And what happens is the bead blasting that they use to bring these down to bare metal to add the powder coat to them basically got stuck in the baffles, and then what happens is it falls down, goes right over the cams and shit, and then gets transferred to the motor. So unfortunately, dude, this motor's it's toast. I'm pretty sure these mains are these cam journals and everything are probably shot. The cams are probably shot. Oil went through the turbo with basically liquid sandpaper, and listen to the turbo. Like, this is a dual ball bearing turbo. This thing does not spin, and it doesn't sound smooth how it should smooth. So this is literally a $3,600 turbo that's basically toast. So I talked to Miguel, who built this in Texas, and he already paid for a shipping company to come pick this thing up. He's gonna run through it, but I think he's replacing the block. I really don't understand what he's gonna do about the heads, because it's pretty much impossible to get these, to get all this bead blasting and sand out of here without taking this thing. Like, I just don't see it happening. Like I said, the The cam caps and all that are probably super fucked. Anything that had oil in this would literally be fucked. So I really don't know what he's gonna do about this. He said he's gonna, you know, take care of it, but spinning this wheel, like I can feel it like all grindy and stuff. So, you know, this is a big mess up to have valve covers done. Like I told him, if you were gonna do this, make sure you pull the baffles out, and the baffles didn't get pulled out. Like you can still see some of the sand stuff in there, dude. Plus on top of that, if they would have cleaned these out properly, these valve covers on the other side, underside of them, wouldn't have so much carbon buildup. But look at this. It's hella sand in here. Like that's not carbon buildup. That's literally liquid sand. It's gritty, it's grainy. All from the bead blast. This motor was supposed to support 1400 horsepower and got took out by fucking sand. So I'm not happy about it, but you know, I'm giving another chance on this. So we'll see what happens though. One last listen to this turbo. Like you can hear it. And this is the brand new Garrett G42. It's not a GTX, none of that. This is their new hotness. This thing was smooth as hell before. And just to show y'all, this is an old Garrett GTX Gen 2, but look how smooth this is. You don't even hear this thing. And look how long it's spinning for. Dude, my turbo spins like half of this now. Y'all seen how fast that thing was stopping? So, yeah, sucks. All right, so this thing is getting ready to go on a pallet and it's leaving. But man, turbo spin like shit now. Bearings are fucked in there. So, yep, that's pretty much what happened. You can see with the valve covers off, like look at this shit right here. Like hella gritty, sandy. See it all in there. Pretty sure this head is toast. This thing had shimless buckets, so I'm pretty sure the buckets under here are toast if the cams are messed up. Oh, dude, you can see that right there. It's hella scratched up. Look, you can see the coating coming off of the bucket. And then look, from the sandwich plate, you can see right there, hella milky, sandy oil. Pretty much any and everywhere oil ran through this thing got real fucked. Man, it's hella bad. If you look at the cams right here, where they ride at, they're like pitted. Like all the smooth coating is off of them. Literally, you can see all that. That's crazy. All right, so this thing is getting ready to get picked up. The dude who built it said that he was gonna take care of it. I just don't see really too much of this being salvageable. Like I said, the cam's messed up. Turbos, like the bearings in here are shot. You can see that. I'm at a point where I feel like a brand new motor would be, you know, a better start than even attempting to do this, trying to clean it and then everything not get out of it. And then next thing you know, we have the same issue again. And everything's all grinded up and shit. So basically had liquid sandpaper running through this thing. Hopefully the cam caps and everything are still within spec, because if not, then the head isn't even usable at all at that point. Especially if these caps got all grinded down. The clearances are all wrong in there now. Literally, from powder coated valve covers. Literally, took a whole motor out, bruh. I came over here to Brest to check on the 402. Heads and everything on. Just dropped the windage tray off to him. It's damn near a long block again. This ain't gonna get rod knocked like my SC, is it?
No.
You didn't.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, is it bigger than the other one? Look about the same, just like they just took material out of it. Hard to say. I don't know if the height's difference, but yeah, the clearance. So this is where they made contact at?
Yeah, like, I think there's a line, made that line. Yeah, so that's great.
Oh, yeah.
There too, there's a couple.
Yeah, this one's all flat. Shit. We're gonna see. I don't see a big difference, but. So on the last motor, we had ARP head bolts, and this time we switched it to the ARP head studs. And also this time around, we'll put some LSA head gaskets on here. Cranking everything all balanced. Forged pistons, forged rods. Stroker motor. This thing should make some power. Clear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think it's clear. I ain't see no contact or hear anything.
I've been going too crazy, these niggas too shady. Speed limit 65, I'm about to do 80. Fuck the niggas hating on. I've been on the come up. You can go to speed, but it's better if you run up. You can ride with a nigga, but I'ma give you a choice. If you really wanna holler, then I'ma give you a